Right. That's it, we can see. We can see. Let's see. Do that. Come on. That's better. Right, I need to alter. Sorry folks, I'm just altering. Got cables everywhere. Hopefully. Hi Renee. Just getting myself all geared up. I'm hoping we're alright. Yeah, looks like it. Looks like it. Just wait a couple more seconds before get started trying to be organised. Trying. I'm very trying, so my husband tells me. Right, what have I done with my wet cloth? You know when you think you're organised. What did I do with my wet cloth? I don't know. 2 seconds. Whoops. I'm just going to wet a cloth. I will be back in a second. We are going to get very inky, so I need a damp cloth, and I don't know what I've done with it. I've left it somewhere. That's about right for me. Right, so let's get started. Hello, good evening and welcome. Lorna Carter from Lorna Carter's Creations, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based here in the UK. Right, well, we're doing Christmas again. Oh, right. So tonight we're going to make a Christmas card. This Christmas card made out like poinsettias. A bit, as I would call it, arty-farty card. So we've blended our flowers to make these lovely poinsettias. We've done some heat embossing. We've done that for the sentiment. And we've done stamping, just random. It's good fun. Really good fun. Right, so it's just something different with our Abundant Beauty dies. Listen me. Masks. That's it. Right, so I think I flicked through them quickly last week. So I'm just going to quickly flick through again. So tonight I'm going to be using the Joy of Noel stamp set. I will be using the Making Spirits Bright sentiment, and I'm going to use this lovely background background stamp. Can you see that one there? I'm going to be using that one. I didn't use it on this one, but I am going to use it on the one I make tonight. So that's the Joy of Noel stamp set. And we're going to use Quiet Meadow. Not used this for a long time. So, hi Pam. So, yeah, we're going to use this. We're going to use the dotty stamp, and we're going to use this script at the top. So that's what we're using out of that one. And these are I love this set for just random stamping. Love it, absolutely love it. And what we are going to need tonight, we're going to need a mask. So I'll show you how I made that mask. Used on a post-it note. So it has got a little bit of sticky. So we need that for when we do this greenery around here. Okay. Right. If I pop that up there, let's have a look at these beautiful stencils. Yeah. So what have we got? We've got an autumnal one with all leaves, a few acorns, really nice, as I would call it, back end, as in going into winter. Okay, so we've got that lovely leaf stencil. We've got this, I don't know if it's a get my teeth into it, dog tooth check stencil as well. Make great backgrounds. This is the one I used last week, which is the snowflake one. You need the stencils, Pam. I love it. So these are, say you can do Christmas, you can do any time of year. And then we have 4. Let me just see if I can, you might get a bit of light problem. Hopefully, just get them on. Yeah. So, we have got 4 stencils to make up these flowers. Now, I don't know if you've seen, I know Izzy was demonstrating these masks at Craftorama, and she was doing some beautiful, she'd done sunflowers, she'd done dahlias with them, and I just thought we'd go another flower and do poinsettias. Absolutely love them. So all I've used for these, I haven't used the leaves or these 2 middle pieces. I've just used this one. Okay, that is all I've used for this one. But we'll use this again because we'll make some lovely sunflowers with it. It's great, absolutely great. I am thinking about doing a one sheet wonder with this. So we shall see. We shall see what happens. So you have 4 stencils that make up the flowers, the flower with the leaves. It has the notch. So if you mark that notch, say for instance, pencil, where are you? So if we just mark the notch there, let me do it on a, yeah, I've got a scraparoo. So I'm going to mark this notch. So you can blend, do what you want. Okay, take that off. Go to your next one. So they're all numbered. That's the first one, the flowers. The second one is the leaves. Okay, so we can pop that V in the V at the top, and these will match the flowers. Very clever. Then we go on to number 3. This does the centre. So you do this like a pale brown, for instance. Okay, for the centre of the sunflower. And then last but not least, this one with like, what would you say earlier? It's early espresso. So we will be doing some more of that because I absolutely adore these. Another time, but tonight we're just using that mask. Right, so let's put those away. And these are available in the mini catalogue. The mini catalogue, that's they'll be available till December, end of December. Right, so where did we start? What did we do? Just move that out of the way. Right, we have a base card. This base card is just half of A4, so that's 21 centimetres by 14.8. We're going to score that at 10.5. So we're just making a normal, don't want my cutting blade. We're just making a I'm getting caught up. I'm just making a normal base for our card. And it's nice this, because it doesn't use, if you're new, especially if you're new to stamping and blending and crafting, you only need your base card and two pieces of white, one for the outside, one for the inside. I haven't done an inside on that, but we will be doing tonight. Now, just find my tools. So I've got the bone folder. So we're just going to pop that one to one side. So that's the base card. That's Mossy Meadow. Right. So then you need two pieces of basic white. We have 9.5 centimetres by 13.8 centimetres. So that just leaves us a nice border around. Like so. Okay, you wouldn't have thought I'd used white card on there. You thought it was the cream, the very vanilla, but it isn't, it's white. It's white. Right, so I have some low tack tape. I will be using this to hold my piece of card down. So what we will do is get rid of the base card. I'm going to bring on a piece of photocopier paper just as my background, because what I'm going to do is just right at the very right hand tip, because we're not going to be blending till the end at the corner, and I'm going to pop this one down here to the right. I know we've got it's floppy here, but that doesn't matter. Okay, so we've got our piece of card stuck down. Right. What you can do, it just depends on how you are with using stencils. Because we're using this big stencil first, all I'm going to do, I do get carried away. I'm just going to pop a piece of tape, low tack tape this is, just over the edge so I don't get too carried away. I did get carried away on this one, as you can see, but you can't really tell unless you point it out. Okay, so we're just going to pop that on while we're using this biggest flower. Okay, colours we're going to be using. So the inks I've got tonight are Mossy Meadow. We might be using grey granite. I'm not 100% sure. I did on the background on that one, so we will see. I've got it out just in case. And we've got real red. Okay. I've also got out my Versamark ink pad. Now, I also, and it's something Stampin' Up don't do, I also have a Versamark pen, which I've had for donkey's years. There is 2 ways to do this, because all I've done is dot it with the pen, the Versamark ink, and then gone in with my gold powder. Now, if you haven't got a pen, you can either, I don't know how, if it would work or how it would work. You could maybe use, we can try it, we'll try it, use the end of something. So I've just got, it's a pokey tool. Okay. So all I was thinking is dipping the end in and tapping it on. So we can try that. But also, I don't know what I've done with it. I did have a piece. Just let me see if I popped it in the bin. Yeah, I have. But it just to show you, I did a centre by using in the masks, as I said, there's 4 to make the flowers up, and I used this one here, and all I did was pop that over the middle of the flower and went over with my Versamark ink. And then when you take it off, you've just got that circle where you can heat emboss. So it's up to you how you do it. I can show you, I will show you both ways and see which ones you prefer. So let's get started. This is where we're going to get inky, and red is terrible. Terrible. Totally and utterly. I get it everywhere. I will warn you. Right, here we go. I'm trying to keep up with the comments, but I will check them all at the end just to make sure that I've responded to everybody. Okay, we have our stencil. Just randomly place where we think we're going to pop it. So the first one we'll have at the top left. Okay, I don't want to go in too heavy with the ink on the first layer as such. Okay, so I've picked up a little bit of ink, and then we can just blend over the stencil. I do want it a little bit darker than that. If you want to stick this down, you can do, not a problem, but I'm not bothered. Ah, very clever, Chris. That's a great idea. A cotton bud, end of a cotton bud to do the centres. We can try it, because I can go get one. Okay. That's what we've got. Okay. So I'm just going to move that up. The next one, oh, excuse me, I'm going to pop On the right hand side, part way down, ink up again, just hold that down, and then we're just blending. So we don't have to go too mad, we just need a nice bit of red on there. Okay, there we go. We've gone in a little bit darker than this one, but that doesn't matter. Oh, sorry Renee, cotton bud, let me show you. I'll quickly get one. So, these are cotton buds. What we clean our ears out with, really, but we're not supposed to. Q-tip, that's it. I don't know what they call them. I call them a cotton bud, but these are what they are. And you can just dip that in. We'll do it. I'll keep that out. We'll do it when we do. We'll do 3 different centres. We'll use the pen, we'll use a cotton bud, and we'll use the stencil. So you can see. Got cat hairs all over, but I haven't got a cat in here tonight. Right. So, next, the last one I'm going to put in the bottom left hand corner. Okay, so I'm quite happy with it there. Just put a bit more ink on and ink away. If I can pick it up. There we go. There we are. See, I have got a little bit of ink. I'm terrible. Absolutely terrible already on here. But hey, that doesn't matter. Right, now you know I said I needed a damp cloth. Here we go. Just going to put a dry one at the bottom. And I'm just wiping off. Put that back over there. And I'll just dry this with my dry one for our next piece. Okay. I'm going to take my tape off there because we're going to use it again. We're going to be using the middle-sized flower. So all I'm going to do is pop, pop it over the edge of the petals, so when I'm blending I'm not tempted to go all over. Okay, so you place this where you would like it. So as you can see, as we move through, we're going to have a large centre with the big flower. We're then going to the medium, which has the medium centre, and then the small one, which also has a small centre. So this centre will reduce in size as we go. So all we're going to do is pop our medium flower where we think we want it. It doesn't matter where you pop it, it's your make. So we're inking up again. This time we're just going to go in that little bit darker with our ink. So we're holding our mask down, or if you've got it taped, I might have gone a bit too much, but hey, doesn't matter. Okay, so take that off. You can see the layers building up. Okay, so we're going to do this. Just making sure I don't get ink everywhere. So we can pop that on there. We're doing the same. And not every flower is the same. So it could be a different, you know, slightly lighter, slightly darker. Once again, we'll lift that up and we've got that second layer. And then lastly, we'll do this bottom flower. And there we go. Oops. Okay. So you can see how we're building our colour up. So yet again, and we're only using one colour ink, so we're getting different tones of the same ink, so it comes in different colours. It's like when you're stamping, if you stamp on first, and then if you stamp off and then stamp on your project, second generation stamping, you've got 2 colours. If you do it again, you've got 3 colours. You can be so creative. Okay, here we go again. Taking our tape off, and this time we want the little one, so we're taping off like so. So the leaves off the petals off the other flowers are just taping off, so we've got the small one, and we're just doing the same. We're going to pop it where we think we want it, and then we're just inking up. And this would be good being the darkest. So there we go, we have our 3 layers. So on to our next one. Ink up. There we go. That's our 3 layers. And then the last one. So you can just all you're doing is building the colours up. That is all you're doing. And there we go. So now I can bin my tape. I can put what I've got on here, what's left. I'm just going to put a little bit of red in the middle, so it's not harsh white. Okay, just in all 3 flowers. And then we're going to clean our stencil. Okay, dry it off. I'm going to pop my red to one side and bring out our Mossy Meadow. Right. Make sure that's dry. That's it. Okay, we need our green. Okay. So, to make our mask, just let me pop that to one side. An ordinary pack of post-it notes. Just take note where the sticky bit is. And it's at the top there. Okay. So, pencil at the ready. All we're doing is popping this stencil on and we're drawing round. We're going to draw around big ones, all the little petals as well. Do you know, all I can smell in here is gingerbread. I got one of them diffusers and it's a gingerbread cookie one. Oh, and it smells divine. I have this thing about gingerbread at the moment. Right, you don't have to be perfect with this. So that's our stencil. Okay. All we're doing, taking that off, getting our that's it, that's better. And all we're going to do is just going around. It's up to you if you want it really close. You can go in and do really close. We're just basically fussy cutting around. Doesn't take long. This is all I did. If you want to go right down to the bottom bit and cut those out, that's up to you. But this is how I did it. You can see I'm not being mega neat. But it's up to you. I'll use this one. I'm going fairly close, but not mega close. Like so. There we go. There we are. That's what we need to do. Doesn't take long. And we have a sticky top. Okay. Right, let me bring my piece of work back in. Okay. Right. Now, I will say it does take a little bit of matching up. What I go for is I look for the unusual shape. So this one, I reckon we're looking at Yeah, not far off at that. Happy with that. You're just looking for the unusual shaped pieces. So we're bringing our large flower back in. I am going to put some more tape and cover these up. Just so, I mean, you can put a post-it note on, it doesn't matter, but I'm just using this low tack tape. Okay, right, so just randomly choose a spot where you want to go, ink up your blending brush, and all we're doing, that one's just got to be careful because obviously they're not all sticky, but just come out. Right, so you're not going all the way round, you're just doing part of it for a start. Okay, doesn't look a lot yet. Then we're going to move our flower round. There we go. Oh, can't pick it up. Okay. So you can see we've got our green leaves around it. So we're doing the same with this one. We're looking for this odd shape. Look how it's a really good bend, looks like a bit of a toothy shape. I think I'm right in saying it goes about there. You do get used to it. You get used to using it. Once again, just round the edge. So we'll do this bit. And all it is doing is just, because with the poinsettia you have the petals at the bottom, but actually I think they go red, but they start life green. So we'll just go round that way. Just to bring some colour. You can do it as dark. See, I've just done a bit of a wobbler there, but I don't know. We shall see. Let's pull that up. No, it's not too bad. There we go. And then same with this one. I can see that one is there. Okay. Pop in this. Now you only have to put this on once. It is, Renee. We're doing a bit of heat embossing as well. We love our heat embossing. Okay, so we can pull that off. So there we go. We've got 1, 2, 3 flowers, all with greenery round. So that is how we do the poinsettia. We've just got the centres to do. Okay, let me just pop these away and just wipe my mask. So that's all done and dusted. There we go. I'll take my tape off. That's it. And then dry it off. Ready for next time. As you know, we'll be using it in the centre, in the middle of the card. But we'll not be doing it as intricate as this, so don't panic about that. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is pull our card off. I'm going to bring in a stamping mat. I am going to bring in, do it that way actually. Okay. So, we're going to do a bit of stamping now. Bring in our Mossy Meadow. And I'm going to, what have I done with it? It's still in here. So, Quiet Meadow, we're using the black dotty stamps. Okay, so this is just random, and we're going to do stamp on, yep, stamp off, stamp on. So we've got a second generation. Doesn't matter how you do it, if you go over the flowers, doesn't matter. Oh, rattling my lamp. Yeah. Quite happy with that. Just random stamping. Okay. Next. Put that just to one side, I'll wash that up in a minute. This is one that I didn't use, which is out of Joy of Noel, which is this background stamp. I thought we'd have a go. We do it in grey granite, and we're going to do the same. We're going to stamp off. Okay, you can see it's quite dark. And stamp on. Stamp off, stamp on. You can put it where you want, it doesn't matter. Okay, so quite happy with that. It's just random. I love a bit of random stamping, I really do. Right, so what do we do next? Shall we do, might just do a little bit of, no, we'll do a little bit more blending with the green before we do anything else. I might actually be alright without re-inking. All we're doing is we're going round the card. It just go over the card, not just round the card. We can do wherever we want. It's your card, make it yours. Okay, so we've taken that harshness of the white off by doing that. Right, let's do some damping and heat embossing. I'm going to do the words. So it's the script from Quiet Meadow, which is this one. And we're going to ink up. What I am going to do first, I usually forget. We've got our embossing buddy. So all we're doing is taking fingerprints and stuff off our card. So, random stamping. There are words on here, so we just make sure we've got it in the right direction. And all we're doing is re-inking, stamping, re-inking, stamping, re-inking, hi Shaz, and stamping. Right, let's put our, move that out of the way a second while we do a bit of heat embossing. So all we're doing is popping our powder on. Right, so I can see on here I've gone a bit hard and I've got a line that's at the edge of the stamp, and all we're doing is just getting a brush, dry brush, and brushing the powder off the bit we don't want. Okay, just let me pop this back in there. That's that. Put lid on, because knowing me, I've had that pot for ages and I heat emboss a lot. Oh, we've got a Tilly. Tilly's just arrived in the room. Can't you pop it? So sorry for the noise. Just warming my heat tool up, and then we're going to see the magic. Now I know I'm not holding it up tonight, but we're going to see the magic appear. We love a bit of heat embossing. Just gives that little bit more. There we go. I'll leave that out because we're going to need that again in a minute. Right. So far, so good. You can see all the sparkles. Okay. Right. So, let's do this. The centres, and we said we'd do them 3 different ways, so here we go. Let's do it 3 different ways. Wow, hello, your highness, what are you doing? Come on, Over here, please. Thank you. Come on. Yeah, good girl. She's telling me. Right, so first, I'm going to use the Versamark pen that I have. Okay. So, all we're doing is like a bullet tip end. And we're just dotting all over the middle. Doesn't matter if you go on to the red, I'm not bothered. Okay, so that's what we're doing. What I will do, you have to stay there till so I am going to pop my powder on. Come on, powder. That's it. No, you stay where you are till, please. Thank you. Right, next let's try our Q-tip. Let's see how good this works. Come on, Till. Okay, so making sure we get it well inked up. You're going to put your tail everywhere, aren't you, Wolfie? Huh? Give over, please. Move your tail. Okay, this is the Q-tip. Okay, and then last but not least, come on, Till. Come on. We're using the stencil with the small. No, Till, please. No, she just wants fusses. Adrian will be sat downstairs, but she comes to me for the fuss, don't you? Right, I do have a tiny little square ink pad with the Versamark one, but we're using our proper one. Let's lift that up. I've got some. And all that. No, Till. Just going to turn that over because obviously I've got Versamark on the. Right. Let's have a look. Come on, Till. It's a good job Zippy's not in here because they'd be off with that cotton bud. Where's my little brush? What have I done with the brush? Have you nicked it? Oh, it's here. Right, so all I'm going to do... No, Till. Down here, we've got a bit... No, Tilly. Just a little bit on the leaves. Okay, let me pop that away before she wafts the tail. And it goes everywhere. Round your tail, please. Okay, so let's do our heat tool. Tilly always wants to help, Renee. You're paying, aren't you? Hey? She doesn't like the noise of the heat gun. Yeah. Just going to hold that up there. Right, so we have 3 different ways we've done it. we have the pen. Okay. We have the cotton bud. I've missed a bit in the middle, but it doesn't matter. It's handmade. And then we've got the stencil. Okay, so which one do we prefer? That's just full gold. That's with a little bit missing, and that's like just with dots. Which one do we prefer? All of them are alright. Definitely. Handmade card. Right. So, we're going to pop this on pen. Yeah, I think I do, to be honest. So just with some glue. I'm going to pop that down on my card, just on the card front. So this does not use a lot of card. Okay. So we'll pop that one to one side while we do the sentiment. Piece of black card. I need to just put my sentiment. Just pop that one away. So I just need to, yeah, it does just fit on here, this piece. Okay. Once again, we are heat embossing. So Versamark ink. I want my Stampin' that. Thanks, Izzy. Have a chill time. Okay, so we're just going to ink up we have kitty glitter. Why am I not surprised? So just using our embossing buddy just to take the residue off there. And stamp our sentiment. Just pop that back on there. It's just a couple of bits just there. Have I got a smaller brush? No, not on me. There we go. There we are. Not too bad. Pop that away. That's the last. Of the heat embossing. Now I've got it wrapped round there. Okay. I don't know if you can see that or not. everything's fallen off. All we're doing now on the last straight is we're going to fussy cut our sentiment. All I'm doing is just going with the font, moving the card, not the scissors. Just want to round that bit off. That's it. And all I'm going to do is pop that up on dimensionals. I have normal ones and mini ones here. So normal ones where we can. I think we can just get one in there. And then mini ones. Just like so. If you wanted to put ribbon on, you can tie ribbon, tie twine. And all I'm going to do is take these off. So fiddly. Okay. And we're popping that like so. Ooh. Can't see if it's straight or not. Come up here. Making spirits. Right. So that's the front of the card. Thanks, Shaz. And then just for the inside, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring red. No, I might just have enough here. That's why I'm going to do it that way. Okay. See, look at me, I've got we'll just pick up a little bit more. You can stamp another sentiment inside if you want to. You don't have to. Okay, I'm just going to go in with that. And I think so this is pecan pie. Just for the inside of the card. We're just it's just one of the markers, just a Stampin' Right marker. And if you want to put a little bit of green on, we can do just by Just let me find my... Right, so write that down. I'm just get my green. I'm not re-inking, I'm just putting that little bit of colour in. I made a right mess now because of the inside. Hey, never mind. But just to show you, I didn't dry it, so look at it. But never mind, I can do it on the other side. So you can put another sentiment on there, stick that in there, and we're done. So that is our card this week, by using the Abundant Beauty stencils, masks, whatever you want to call them, and just putting a little bit of thought into it. You can make any, you know, whatever flower you want. It's craft, it's art. You can make it any colour, doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be a sunflower. It can be whatever you want it to be. So there we go. That's another week done. Another week nearer Christmas. So yeah, that's our card tonight. And I say the Abundant Beauty masks are brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And I will be using them again, because we will be making I'm going to do a one sheet wonder. I think that would be nice. So maybe this side of Christmas. It'll be this side of Christmas, because we'll get into December and we'll not want to do Christmas cards. We'll need to be looking at the what's going to be coming out in the new mini catalogue in January, as well as the celebration. We've had a sneak peek, so there's more stamp sets and interesting things to come, and especially freebies. So with every £45 you spend, I think it's 45 if I remember rightly, you can choose a free gift, and that's the celebration. But we can talk about that later on. So here we are, all done and dusted. Oh bless, it's not too bad when you start it, when you know what you're doing. It does come quite easy. Right, so we'll be back next week. Don't know what we're doing yet, we shall see. And it might be Christmas, it might not be, we'll see what we can think of. And yeah, we shall see you next week. Thank you very much for watching, thank you very much for your patience. If you're on YouTube, please give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you like what you see, much appreciated. And the video will go up on Thursday on YouTube at 8 o'clock. So anybody wanting to watch on YouTube, so it'll be available from Thursday at 8. Right, I'll love you and leave you. Have a good rest of your evenings, everybody. And we shall see you next week. Until then, carry on crafting. Bye.